Darkest greetings, horror, sci-fi, and Allison Brie and Dave Franco fans. Drew here from Horror, Sci-Fi, and Beyond, and I just went to go see the new horror movie starring real life, married couple, Allison Brie and Dave Franco. And what the hell did I think of it? That was definitely, without spoiling too much, that was definitely a unique, interesting take on a love story. I think that's all I can say about it. There's not a lot I can say about this movie, without completely spoiling on it. But it's basically about this couple who moved out into this house in the middle of the woods, because Alison Brie's character has a teaching position that he got. And they go hiking one day and they find this really weird hole in the ground with like this fountain, and it weirdly links them together. And then saying link them together probably kind of ruins the movie. But overall, I thought it was pretty interesting. It was, like I said, it was definitely different take on the love story. I thought Allison Brie was very good in the movie, all throughout it. I thought Dave Franco, I haven't seen a lot of these two people in a lot of things. I thought Dave Franco did pretty decent. There was some, like, line deliveries that were a little cheesy. But I thought when it got real intense, I thought he was really good. And it had kind of helped that, it was a real life married couple. Definitely in the body horror franchise era things. I wish, honestly, maybe could have gone a little bit further. It wasn't as gross as I was anticipating. I mean, it's basically the stuff I've seen before. I mean, at this point, I'm pretty I guess desensitized to a lot of stuff in horror movies. There's not a lot of stuff that really shocked me. There's some good jump scares, I'll say that. The one kind of thing I didn't really like, and maybe I just overlooked it, first time around, is, they make so much of an emphasis on Dave Franco's character's backstory with his mom with, like, mental illness. They make such an emphasis on that, but they don't really end up doing anything with it at the end, which was the only kind of thing I didn't really like about the movie. That was kind of disappointing. I thought that was going to connect to, like, whatever was kind of going on with him and Allison Brie. So that was one thing I didn't quite like. And then the tone towards the end of the movie got a little bit too horror comedy, which I liked. I thought some of the stuff towards the end of the movie were generally pretty funny, in a dark, humor kind of sense. But it didn't really match the rest of the movie, like the first half of the movie too much. But yeah, overall, if you like, like John Carpenter's The Thing, which there's an ode to that movie in the beginning, which I thought was really cool. But yeah, if you like that movie, if you like a lot of like David Cronenberg kind of stuff mixed in with like a love story, definitely check this movie out. It's very unique. I wouldn't say horror movie of the year. It's not, to me, it's not quite on the levels of like a Sinners or a Companion. I really like Dropped, as you guys know. When I came out of that movie, I was fucking buzzing about it. It's not quite on that level for me. I would watch it like, all the time, and, I would talk about it to people. But yeah, it was a good time in the movies, and, I didn't have bad time in it. Oh, another thing is, without spoiling it, there's a scene in there, where there's a little bit of, male nudity, which I don't have a problem with. But I felt like it was a little bit gratuitous towards just because, like, it was implied what was going on, enough to where I did not need to see, Dave Franco's penis, basically. That's what I'm trying to get at. It was, you know, it was implied enough, but I didn't need to see that. Again, I don't have any problem with seeing, a naked guy. The human body is a human body. There's nothing wrong with that. There is a little bit of Alison Brie nudity with, I mean, if you've seen the movie, it is part of the story, essentially. You know, I mean, she's naked a lot in a lot of movies, and from what I hear, she's pretty big. She has no shame in nudity, which is great for her. You know, I respect women. I think we talked about this in that episode of our podcast before. I respect women, that had no fear in getting naked. But I also respect women that aren't comfortable with that too, so. Cause I know, you know, I've heard some actresses straight up refuse that. And I respect that just as much. But yeah, like I said, overall, really cool movie. You guys know the drill. If you like this episode, make sure you give it a thumbs up. Make sure you, slash that subscribe button and follow us on Horror Sci-Fi and Beyond on Facebooks. And, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.